Today I'm going to be doing the rear brakes on a 2017 Subaru Legacy Sport. This should be for the 2014 to the 2019 with the electronic parking brake. I do not have a scan tool, so I will need to take apart the electronic brake in the rear, which is not difficult, and you'll see that. That way you will not throw a code or have to have it reset. What makes this one special is that it has an electronic emergency brake back here. And I don't have a scan tool, so it's very specific what we need to do to push that piston back in and not screw this thing up. So some of the things I'm going to use, got a 14mm socket, a 7mm and a 5mm hex. So let's get started. So I need to pull this spring off. I need to reuse this because the pads didn't come with this, so we're going to set this aside. Need to pull off these protective plastic caps. Set those aside. Take our 7mm hex. One. And two. So now we have to unplug the electronic brake. We're going to push in a tab. There we go. A little tough to get out, but it is out. Set this aside. Now look at this. That hit right down to the steel. That is no good. This one still has some pad, but one in the back is definitely shot. Need to remove this caliper bracket. This is the 14mm. We're going to need to clean this up. Now the fun part. We'll try this bolt. I had some bolts laying around. I believe this will fit. Alright, had to use two. Come off now. Now, on this parking brake, we need to remove these two 5mm Allens. One. Two. Now we have to remove this cover. So this cover is removed. That exposes this part, and there's an old ring in there. So you can't use a C-clamp to push this in. This has to be screwed in. And you might need one of these kits that has parts like this that'll fit on here, along with this. I had to switch this. Apparently I was using the wrong side. You can see that that is starting to screw in. In. All right, piston is pushed back in. Okay, so there's an O-ring on here. You can put some silicone based grease on there just to move it up a little bit. Make sure it's silicone based. Put that back in. Back to our 5mm hex. Put a rotor on. I've already cleaned these. Caliper bracket, which I used a wire brush. Clean that thing up too. pads on. The one with this wire deal goes on the back side. Caliper on, or not the caliper, the brake, electronic brake. That. Put the slide pins in. Protective covers back in. Now we have to snap in the electronics. And you'll hear it click in, so you know that's good. Put this back in. Tap that in a little bit. Tires back on, so I'm going to repeat this on the other side. Just went for a test drive, and as you can see, there is no code or anything like that because I don't have the scan tool, and that's why I had to take apart that electronic brake. Thanks for watching.